Hello everybody, today we are going to train loops and we'll talk about the nested loops. Okay, let's start from training them. Let's make a program that will tell us how many digits are in, for example, integer number. So, when I create a number, for example, like that, and I will assign to it value 1234, I would like to see that our program will tell us that this guy has 4 digits, right? And when I increase the number, I want our program to tell us that it has 5 digits. Okay, and how to do something like that? Look, when I do something like 1234 and I divide it by 10, what will be the output of that operation? Let's see. As you can see, it's 133. So, when we divide two integer numbers, we are losing the value after the point. If I divided it that way, I would have the right result, right? But right now we'll use that dividing two integer numbers give us the number that is 1 digit less. Okay, so it will be something like that. Now let's imagine situations like that and let's see what's going on. Now as you can see, the last guy is 0, so 1 divided by 10 is 0. And now we can think like, hey, 0 for the condition in loops means false. So if I divide in condition that number, finally it will be 0, so our loop will end. And as you can see, that thing got how many times divided? 4 times. How many digits we have here? 4 digits. Great. So we can create next variable, for example, number of digits, and it will store the number of digits. Let's start from 1, and I will do something like that. While we can divide number by 10, increase number of digits, right? And after it, we can send to the output the number NR has digits. But look, that thing here, like I told you in the arithmetic lesson, equals something like that. So it means that the number after that loop will be what? 0. So right now, build and run. As you can see, the number 0 has 4 digits. So we have to create temporary variable that will store that number here. And now we'll divide the temporary variable. Because of that, we will not lose the value that is in that number, in that variable here. And now the number 1234 has 4 digits, and as you can see, everything works fine. Now when I increase that number, so it has 6 digits now, it will tell us the right result. So everything works fine. Now let's see how does it work. So while loop is working like that, when the condition is 0, it will stop execution, right? So at the beginning, the temporary variable is what? Is, let's back to that easier version, 1034. And then we are dividing it by 10. So So it will be 132. Is 132 not equal to 0? Of course, it's not equal to 0, so we are going to increase number of digits. So right now, number of digits is equal to 2. And we will again check the condition, but first we'll divide. And is 12 equal to 0? No. So let's increase number of digits. Is 1 equal to 0? No. So let's increase number of digits. And now we have 0. So is 0 equal to 0? Of course it's equal, because of that condition is false, and we will not increase number of digits anymore. So that's how it works. Okay, that was some training. Now let's talk about the nested loops, where we can use them. What are nested loops? Where nested means that we can have one loop in another loop. Look, we might want to, for example, write a program that will be sending to the output the multiplication table. So how does multiplication table looks like? We have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we should multiply 2 by all that guys here. So 2 multiplied by 1, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 12, right? And now we can a bit format the thing here, so it will be more readable. And as you can see, it is the multiplication table 2 on 10, but most time would like to have something like 10 on 10. So I have to what? Now multiply 3 by again deadline here. Remember, by again deadline here. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and repeat. And now 4, 5, and just repeat that, right? Right. So all the time we are doing what? Multiplying that guy here by that line here. How to create deadline here? We can create it by using, for example, a loop for. So for, and let's define integer number I. For example, let's start it. Let's assign value 1 to it, and if 1 is lower or equal to 10, keep doing that instructions that are after the loop. And let's increase after each round that variable. Now we can send to the output I, and then add the space at the end, and let's see our result. As you can see, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it just achieved that first line here. Let's get that guys into the multi-line comment, because we don't need to see them now. So we have that line, and right now we would like to multiply, for example, 2 by that guy, 3 by that guy, 4 by that guy again. So we want to multiply, for example, like that. So, and then we have what? The second line. If I multiply by that guy, I will have the third line, right? Okay. So we need something that will change here, like that. Okay. So how to achieve that? We can use the nested loops. So I will have a loop inside a loop. So now I will create another loop inside, another variable, another condition, and I will multiply I by G. And now I will add here the end line like that. And let's see how it works. As you can see, we have got right now all the lines here. Everything works fine. Well, for me that thing is very easy. But if you're starting, it might be a bit confusing because we will try to explain it a bit slower right now. Let's imagine how does it work. At the beginning we have the variable I, which equals 1. And we are PC right now, so we have just defined that guy here. We're checking the condition. Of course it's true. Because it's true, we have to execute all the things that are here. Okay, so we have to execute that loop here. Oh, okay, so I have loop here and I have to define the g. Okay, so I'm assigning also value to the g, which is 1. I'm checking the condition. Oh, condition is true, so I have to execute that instruction here. So I'm multiplying 1 by 1. Okay, so I have that guy here. Cool. Now I'm increasing the g by 1 and I'm checking again condition. Is 2 lower or equal to 10? Of course it's true. So I am multiplying 1 by 2 and it's 2. Now I am again increasing, checking. Of course it's true. So so 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. And again until we have something like that. Is 10 lower than equal to 10? Yes, so I am doing 1 multiplied by 10, which is 10. So we have the first line here. And I'm increasing g again. Is 11 lower or equal to 10? No. So I am not going to execute that guy here anymore. And I'm going to execute that thing here after it, because I want to have that enter here, right? We want to have it formatted well. And after it, we are going back to what? To that guy here. And I am increasing it to 2. Cool. So right now I'm going to multiply 2 by what? Again, I am getting into this loop. And again, g is 1. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. And then 2, and then 3, and blah, 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 10, 11, and it's just repeating it. And it's really cool because we don't have to make so many lines of code. It is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of code and it's working fine. So it's really great thing. Okay. What about the format? Look, now it's a bit not nice. We could use something what is called cout with function. I will talk about functions later, but look, we can use something like that. And right now it means that I want to have the width for between all the things that are going to the output. We don't need that space here now. And let's see how does it work. As you can see, it looks beautiful now. And what is cool in that thing? We can change it easily. Well, I would like to have, for example, 15 here and 12 here. Right? And we have multiplication table that has what? 15 rows and 12 columns. Okay, that's all in this lesson. Thank you very much.